Hello again, this is the American Withdrawn and I'm Catherine Moldenhauer. Moving on with Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye, she wants to kill a doll in it. Well, she doesn't want to kill the doll, she has all these ideations of being able to experiment on the doll, and she's conditioned out of that, and she has a lot of possessive feelings in this is the next 20 minutes, because I had stopped at like 19 minutes and now I've moved to like 40 minutes into her audiobook, and so her character is going through all these possessive feelings and these confessionals of hurting a doll, and that she hates the white girls around because they're favored and played with by her coloring. I don't exactly know what about that. I mean, for me, my apology for doing this is I think that these authors are saying something about women, something about barbarism. I just YouTubed some things on the Civil War, and so I was given a doll, and the doll was a Cabbage Patch doll. I find cabbage disgusting, and it had this very, very round face and freckles and this brown yarn hair, and it had this kind of hokey dress on, and I was supposed to go to the door and answer the door because it had arrived, and it was the most anticlimactic experience of my life. I couldn't stand the doll. Never played with dolls, and I don't know what happened to the doll, but it was just terribly boring to have a doll. And so I had like a stuffed dog, and I had like My Little Ponies. This could entertain me, but a doll was nothing. It was a superfluous. It was had no relevance. But the doll had nothing to do with me. It didn't have some hair I could comb, or eyes that would look out at me that would help me explain mine. It was just a strange gift of a doll, completely different from me. So that I find interesting, that she wants to confess that about her character. I don't know if she's writing about herself, or if she's writing about her character and her experience with Piccola, but I find that type of confessional interesting. But I'm trying to move into other poets like Gwendolyn Brooks, and so what I really find really revealing about those two authors is that they're saying something about women that's intensely occupied with people's living space. And so in YouTubing the Civil War issues, you're really talking about a history where women felt obligated to develop themselves through fighting and through being like men. And so I think that you start understanding that her character tested on to see if she could be able to do jobs. Like, would she be able to and that was very revealing to me about psychopathy in my life, because I've been stalked by the medical field most of my life. It's very strange, incompetent people. They're very psychopathic. They act like 2-year-olds. They have no idea what they're doing. I think they might be drunk most of the time, and I'll go there because it's urbanity and something has happened, and I expect someone who can talk reasonably, and they're trying to kill me with pills. And so I definitely, they're trying to kill me with pills. They want to do experiments. They want nudity all the time, And so I think in that respect, I think Toni Morrison's confession as a psychopathy is a desire, weirdly, to save her victim. I think it's really like wanting to get at that history of, the coloring she wants to mutilate and destroyed, to really realize that a lot of people have psychopathic ideation, in the sense of, people around one are disinterested. And so I appreciate that about it, But I think also, I listened to her audiobook also in conjunction with Gwendolyn Brooks, and I was going to steer this video very differently because I really anticipated Toni Morrison's book becoming very different than it was. But with Gwendolyn Brooks, you also get this character that's very interested in home life and home scenes, and she has this, to me she's very like Midwestern, and she's real keen about something